One of the things that pop up the most about me and my wife and our conversations that we have, we admit.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I didn't marry my wife because of who my wife is. I married my wife because of who I am. I have a purpose on this bitch.
Right.
And I'm going to fulfill that. What makes you special is I chose you, not because of who you are. You get to dictate who you are and define that for yourself. And when we have these conversations with other couples and they sit and look, they sit and they think something wrong with us. But you know what? When we're around each other, we laughing. The shit is genuine. It's authentic. Ain't nobody doing no wild shit. Whatever it is what it is. And they are so not used to people. I'm not in love with my wife. I don't think she's necessarily in love with me either, but we have committed to each other in a way that we haven't committed to anyone else.
And that's just
Hello, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well, wherever you are. If you're seeing me for the very first time and you haven't truly subscribed on the channel, I hope you do consider subscribing. So I have a special video that I want us to actually react on. It's about these Black American men who go onto their podcast and they happen to have mentioned a statement saying that they don't love their wives. They are in a relationship, but they don't literally love their wives, of which they actually end up attracting many other people to come and react on their video. Let's hear what they say, and obviously I'm going to come back and also give my own view.
I gotta ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife?
No.
Me either. What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's
Okay.
It's overrated. Listen.
Then why?
Listen.
Okay.
See?
Y'all need to explain that shit to me then.
I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with my wife.
Why?
I don't even know her.
What are y'all doing? Why?
This is our 8th. Hold on, we got married in 2016. This is year number 8. September 8th, we'll be married 8 years. No.
You know we've gone too far as a society, right? We know the podcast game has gone too far. When we have grown men on a podcast discussing and laughing about how they don't even like their wife, they're not in love with their wife. How is that even a topic to talk? Where and at what point does this become the topic though? Where and why? And if you imagine wasting 8 long years of your life, right? You know, you're with somebody, you know, you're doing things with them, y'all are together, y'all are married, just for that person to look dead in the camera in under 2 minutes and express how they really feel about you. Could you imagine that? I just want y'all to just picture it. It's like they're bonding over it. Y'all see what I'm saying? That to me, that's kind of like the part where it's like, obviously the whole thing is messed up, but that's the part where I'm like, this is really how I know some people really just be getting married for the title and the benefits and nothing else. There's no way. Not even really for the commitment. I really don't. They got it.
We can't get off this subject. I gotta ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, me either. What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's
Okay.
It's overrated.
No.
Listen.
Then why?
Listen.
Okay.
See?
Y'all need to explain that shit to me then.
I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with my wife.
Why?
I don't even know her.
Those men consider themselves good guys. I just know it. I just know it. Imagine being married to that man and coming across him openly, proudly on the internet saying that he's not in love with you after 7 years of being together, that he doesn't love you, and laughing and giggling and thinking it's a tee-hee moment with his boys. I think that one of the worst things that has happened is locker room talk becoming mainstream. Locker room talk, leaving the locker room, men recording themselves, posting on the internet, but it's also been one of the best things because I can say that men say this shit. But then I will have men telling me I'm making it up and when we're exaggerating, I don't understand what they're saying. I'm just this, I'm just that, I'm a bitter woman. And then there will always be men posting it to the internet for everyone to see. And they will defend themselves and say that they're good men, that they're nice men, that they consider that you just don't understand what they're saying. We understand perfectly well what they're saying. And this is what I have a hard time with. This day and age, loving men is you as a woman waiting until they publicly embarrass you. You loving a man is just counting down the days until your public humiliation. I don't think at this point you would ever catch me openly stating I was dating someone. Like maybe say that I was dating someone. I don't think I'll ever do a hard launch, a soft launch, because I don't trust them to not publicly humiliate me at some point. This is the state of dating. And here's the thing, it's always been this way. It's always been this way. It's just now they have podcast mics. Now, instead of just being publicly embarrassed or, you know, in your circle of friends, your close acquaintances, they're just doing it on the internet.
Can't get off this subject. I gotta ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, me either.
You know how you get so mad that you're calm? That's the emotion I feel right now. There should be no reason why you don't love and or like the person you marry. It just doesn't make sense. Some people can sit up here and be like, oh, love isn't important as long as... No. We're talking about basic human decency. If you don't like and or love the person that you spend a lot of time with, why are you spending time with them? If you don't love the person that you got on a knee for, why would you get on a knee for him? It just doesn't make sense, and it sounds like you're wasting that person's time. Now, if you want to talk about business and you want to talk about commitment and all those different things, you telling me that you committed to a person you don't love? You're telling me that you signed a business agreement with a person that you don't love and trust? Because make it make sense. If they want to put a tariff on anything, put a tariff on these podcast mics, please.
Ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, me either.
What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's okay. It's overrated. No. Listen, the wife.
Okay, see? Gotta explain that shit to me.
You fucking bums. Like, do some people don't realize that they're just saying stupid shit on the internet when they come? Like, or you're gonna say something like that about the person you're married to. Her friends are gonna see it. A family member, I don't know if it's a she or he, but anyways, I don't know who's gonna see that shit, but to say something like that, if you don't love the person, why are you still with them? Like, it's weird. I can get why you would still be with them, but to say it on the internet, for everybody to see that you say something stupid like that, there is no... some people, they should just ban these podcasts, man, like ban them all, because this is crazy. Why the fuck would you say something like that? Why the fuck would you say something like that?
Now, the fact that he is even calling his wife a bitch, that is very disrespectful. The woman you married, the mother to your children, you are calling her a bitch. You people, I understand this is an American style of talking. If you don't curse, you feel like you've not talked. You see, the same respect you men deserve is the same respect women also deserve. Here in Africa, if you call anybody a bitch, it means that person is a prostitute. So literally, it's like as if he is calling his wife a prostitute. I know it very well that people do go into relationships with many different reasons. You know, people go into relationships with maybe financial reasons. People go into relationships because maybe they have a child together. People go into relationships because they just don't want to be single. But in actual sense, they don't have feelings for you. So what is the main reason of you actually marrying this person that you're going to be with for the rest of their life? That is how people end up cheating in relationships, because they don't love the person they are with. They are with this person because of the benefits.